I look like a train wreck. There's no way I can get in front of a camera looking like this.
You'll be gone in a week or two.
In a week or two, someone else will be the lipstick girl.
Well, last night you wanted to bag that gig anyway.
Yeah, well, I changed my mind.
Oh, big surprise.
Look, I'm serious, Sarah. This could be the end of me.
It's a bruise, Ms. Melodramatic. A less experienced driver, and you would have wound up wrapped around a tree.
You're right. You know, Mike's one sweet driver.
How are you feeling?
Better than I look.
You look fine, huh? Sorry you're missing your LA gig. Any chance they'll wait for you?
Slim none, are you kidding?
Look, I feel bad for...
You know what? The accident wasn't your fault. The person I blame is Sarah.
You came along just in time. Thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
How is that possible? Mr. San Germano, that doesn't make any sense. We'll just keep trying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah, listen, I want you to talk to anybody who was anywhere near that emergency room in case he was treated last night. Right. I want you to talk to them, grill them, hypnotize them, do whatever you have to do, but somebody must have seen something. Now listen, Casey had a stuffed tiger and it was missing one eye. You got it. Full court press. All right.
Hi, I have gone through the entire house from top to bottom, and I can't find that tiger.
You're positive?
I'm positive. I know that I've seen it ever since Casey's disappearance. I can't remember exactly when.
Okay, well, Casey has it now, so the question is, how did he get it?
Somebody got into the house and took it.
How, sweetie? The place is under 24-hour surveillance.
Tom, whoever has Casey is someone we know.
As the world turns.
Well, Doc, it all started about a year or so ago. I started hearing these voices everywhere I went.
10 cents a minute, 1 dime, and it's good forever.
Good idea.
Sometimes I hear this strange counting.
1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Well, I can't go anywhere without the voices. Doc, in all your years, does it remind you of anything? Doc? Doc?
Actually, Kenneth, it reminds me that I want to call Sprint for that dime rate myself.
Boy.
Call for Sprint's dime rate yourself and get 100 minutes free.
L'Oreal brings you Color Endure. Stay on lip color that helps lips feel moisturized, not dry. Color Endure stays on you.
And only you.
Won't budge, won't smudge, just like true love.
Color endures.
Color Endure Stay on Lip Color by L'Oreal.
Nice catch, Billy.
Thanks, Mrs. B. You're a great coach. And you can bake, too.
But Billy, I did...
Look at all these chocolate cookies. Hey, Mom, let's give Billy's mom the recipe.
New Jell-O no-bake cookies and cream.
Bobby said he beat you. He's such a kidder.
He wasn't kidding.
Well, maybe he just got lucky.
3 in a row?
Well, maybe we need a new game plan.
Introducing New Ensure Light. Complete balanced nutrition. #1 doctor recommended. Low in fat and only 200 calories. Helps you stay healthy, active, energetic.
I think I'm ready for another.
Another chocolate?
Oh, another game.
New Ensure Light. Drink to your health.
Okay, so since Casey's been missing, who's been in our house?
Your folks, my dad.
Come on.
I don't know. God, who is this woman? She is driving me nuts.
Listen, we're gonna find this woman, and we're gonna find Casey. Now, who had access to the house?
Nobody else except cops.
Okay, then Mason might be paying off somebody on the force from jail.
He could still be connected to this kidnapping, Tom.
Dr. Young is here.
Oh, great, Barry. Thanks. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more help I can be.
Dr. Young, you were the last person to see our son.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was concentrating on the boy, not his mother.
I'm the boy's mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that then.
No. Excuse me, doctor. I didn't mean to snap at
No,
you.
you're worried. I understand.
How is Casey? How is he? Was he all right?
Yes. As long as he finishes his antibiotic, he'll be fine.
Wait a minute. You wrote a prescription?
Yes, but, she may not need it. I gave her a supply of pills. But if it'll make you feel any better at all, the woman is very concerned about your boy.
Thank you.
Doctor, the only other person that's seen Casey besides you is an ice cream vendor from the park. Now, Barry and the ice cream vendor have worked together and come up with a composite of this woman.
It's pretty rough.
So what I'm hoping you'll do is work side by side with Barry and try to come up with a little better likeness.
Well, I'll give it my best shot.
I do appreciate it. Okay, Barry, thanks a lot. Oh, do me a favor, Dr. Young. Please stop back by here when you're finished. I'd like to ask you a couple more questions.
Sure.
I hope he's right. If this woman has harmed Casey in any way, I don't know what I'll do.
Hey, we're gonna find him. We're gonna find her, and we're gonna find him. I mean it.
Mr. Hughes, we have to talk.
Good morning to you, too, Agent Jones.
You've been a busy man.
Excuse me?
I just came back from the hospital. I'm told your son was treated there.
Yes, he was last night.
You had his cubicle dusted for fingerprints, and you confiscated a piece of evidence.
Yes, a red scarf that was left behind.
And you sent everything to the local lab.
That I did. I thought they should get on it right away.
That was not your call. Mr. Hughes, this is my investigation now, and I prefer to have the Bureau do the testing.
Help yourself. Run your own tests.
Well, thank you for your permission.
I'm getting the feeling that you're a little ticked off.
No, I am just concerned. Look, why did you call the FBI if you were going to leave us out of the loop?
Agent Jones, I went to the hospital last night, and a little boy had been treated there. Now, this little boy is also the object of an extensive police search, and I happen to be his father. So, what do you suppose I should have done?
Well, I wanted you to call me. See, I thought the lines of command were clear.
I'm going to broadcast another appeal this morning.
What time?
10:15.
Well, I guess Casey's visit to the hospital is the break we've been waiting for.
And it seems this woman is taking very good care of him.
What makes you say that?
Well, he got sick, and dangerous as it was for her, she took him to the hospital. I know Margot got comfort from that.
Maybe she's not taking that good care of him. Maybe that's why he got sick.
Well, I'm going to think positively.
All right, fine. At least we know Casey's alive. He's still in Oakdale.
Lisa.
Hello, honey.
Hello.
Come on in.
Hello.
I want everyone to meet Martin Chedwin. He's the man I met in Hong Kong.
Oh, I remember that. Hi, it's nice to meet you.
How do you do?
This is my husband, Bob Hughes.
How do you do?
How do you
And
do?
my mother-in-law, Nancy McCloskey. And,
John and Martin have already met.
Dr. Dixon,
What do you...
Lisa told me what your family's going through. You have my prayers.
thank you.
What do you think you're doing? I thought Tom made it clear that we weren't going to discuss this with anyone outside the family, and he also said we shouldn't bring strangers into the house.
Well, Martin is no stranger to me.
He's a stranger to everybody in this room except you, and I'd like to know why the hell you brought him here.
Hold on a minute, Zoe. Did I suggest that you stow away in Mike's car? I don't think so. That was your brilliant idea.
Yes, but I wouldn't have been in Mike's car in Oakdale if you hadn't dumped me in Hong Kong.
You know what, Zoe? It's about time that you start taking responsibility for your own actions.
So what, are you trying to say that this is all my fault?
I'm not trying to say it. I'm saying it.
Oh, so great. So now I'm getting beaten up twice here. First by some dumb driver, then by my so-called best friend and manager.
Ex-manager.
Look, things happen to me, Sarah. Things that are beyond my control.
Please, Zoe.
Is it my fault that I was born of this face and body? Look, people like to look at me.
Hey, you lost me there.
Yeah. Consider yourself lucky. I know exactly where she's going.
Look, the trouble is, I attract all different types.
And you love it.
Yes, sometimes I do. And other times, it can be a royal pain and very scary. Like the other night at Yo's. Remember that guy who kept grabbing at me on the dance floor?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, then there was this time in Rome when this guy snuck into my hotel room and stole all my shoes.
Your shoes?
I attract weirdos, what can I tell you? And last night when our car was forced off the road.
Whoa! Back up. You think the driver of that car hit us on purpose?
Yes.
Billy's better than a map. He doesn't know where north is, but he always knows where he's going. Yeah, if you get lost out here, Billy will find you. This job can take a lot out of you. Alpo puts it back. It's got real beef in every bite. You need to take good care of yourself up here, because you don't know what's coming tomorrow.
A great dog deserves Alpo.
You can feel it start to burn, all through here. All you can think about is getting rid of it quickly. I even tried to tag him at HB, but it didn't work fast enough. Finally, I asked my doctor, and my doctor said Mylanta. Fast-acting Mylanta was made to work fast, where heartburn hurts most. Soothing, on contact, all through here. It's so fast. It's nothing like Tagum at HB. My doctor said Mylanta.
There's something going on at Burger King this summer. Something spectacular. Something magical. Because this summer, we're welcoming some special friends from Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, heroic Quasimodo, beautiful Esmeralda, brave Phoebus, lovable Hugo. Your kids can collect all 8 toys, a new one each week, one with every $1.99 Kids Club hamburger meal. The Hunchback of Notre Dame celebration. It's big, it's huge, and it's only at Burger King.
There's a feeling that's beyond clean. We call it crystal clean. And your teeth can experience it with the toothpaste that helps prevent tartar buildup. Colgate Tartar Control. Thousands of micro-cleaning crystals make their way into those tiny spaces between teeth. Crystals you can actually feel. And when you rinse, your teeth feel more than brushed. They feel crystal clean. Colgate Tartar Control. Feel the crystal clean of Colgate.
He's been arrested for armed robbery, carjacking, assault, and he's only 14 years old. Can they save him from the streets? One last chance before your eyes, CBS Tonight.
Mr. San Germano went to Milan and wasn't able to find out anything else about Umberto's sister.
But nothing?
Nothing. There wasn't even a record of her funeral. We were counting on that. If we could find some names of some of the mourners, we'd have new leads.
But he came up empty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm back to square one. Umberto's walking around free.
Oh, Lily. Lily, sweetheart, you have to stop this now. You're just torturing yourself.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if it really was the right idea to try to find Umberto. Ever since I found out that Damien's plane crash wasn't an accident, I've been so wrapped up in this, I've accomplished nothing. I think I'm just wasting my time.
This is my son, and I want it over.
Exactly. The trouble is you're too emotionally involved.
Oh, Casey is out there with God knows what kind of psychopath, and he is sick, and we want him back.
Mrs. Hughes, we want the same thing. The trouble is you two are getting in the way.
Look, I think there's plenty for all of us to do without stepping on each other's toes. Have the people at your agency gone over the case files we sent? There's certainly several people in there with a revenge motive. Isn't that what your database is for? What about your psychological profile?
The Bureau is doing the right thing. You can be sure of that. In the meantime, you and your wife have got to stop working at cross purposes with us.
I'm telling you, if you had children, you would realize that we're not about to sit back.
Detective, I feel for you. You just can't let your emotion get out of the way. It's just going to hinder our efforts at this point. And that is why I think it's best if only my people work on this from now on.
What?
I need people who aren't going to overreact to every new lead.
I am
who aren't
so
going to go against
tired of your
procedure.
jurisdictional power trip,
Okay,
woman.
call it whatever you want, Mrs. Hughes. I'm doing it for Casey's sake. And about him showing up at the hospital last night, that information is to go no further. Do you understand?
Why not?
See, you even asking that question tells me that you're thinking more as a mother and less as a detective.
Somebody in that emergency room could have recognized Casey. Somebody could have recognized the woman who brought him in.
I said no.
I said yes. Kim Hughes is going to put Casey's picture over the airwaves this morning, along with the rendering of the woman who brought him in.
I'm afraid it's too risky.
Why? What are you talking about? This could be what we're looking for. This could be the break.
This is important, folks. No sketches and no mention of Memorial Hospital.
What are you talking about?
Look, if you go public with this, there's a chance your kidnapper could be driven so far underground she could never resurface.
This soup will fix you. One more bite. Here. Your fever's almost gone. You feel better? I told you I'd take care of you. Pretty soon you'll be back to your old self. And everything will be back to normal.
What's more complex than the female body? The female mind. And when it thinks the body might be pregnant, it chooses Clear Blue Easy. Blue, you're pregnant. Clear, you're not. So accurate, mind and body rest assured. Clear Blue Easy.
Chef Boyardee ravioli is the low-fat microwave meal that's perfect when your kids come home starving after school.
Introducing Natural Brew Iced Tea Mix from Lipton.
Excuse me, stock person. I don't belong with these powders. I'm real brewed. Obviously, there's been some mistake.
Natural Brew has the great taste of real brewed iced tea.
I should be with these tea bags.
But Natural Brew is actually a mix, so you can always find it with the powders.
No, I'm Natural Brew. Go ahead, taste me.
Real brewed taste captured in a powder.
Stop saying that.
And several flavors. New Natural Brew from Lipton.
This is Meg, always on the move. But she knows exactly where she's going and what's going with her. So isn't it great she takes Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars? They are easy to pack, but it's the taste of sweet filling and soft crust she really loves. And since they're made with real fruit, Mom doesn't stand in her way, which is good, because this girl's really going places.
Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars, the good snack kids get into.
You had your suspicions.
Do you doubt my innocence?
All you needed was the proof.
It was your gun that shot Victor Newman.
If it seems like an open and shut case,
you are under arrest for the attempted murder of Victor Newman.
There's only one way to make sure.
This is all a mistake. I have told you over and over again I didn't do this.
On The Young and the Restless.
The airlines have a way of cutting costs that may cost you time. Find out more tonight.
I asked Martin to join us because he has had personal experience with this kind of thing.
You see, my son was kidnapped also. It happened a long time ago, but really it was the most hideous thing that I had to live through. Unfortunately, he was returned unharmed.
How long had he been missing?
23 days. Of course, he was a little older than your grandchild, Mrs. McCluskey.
I don't know what Lisa thinks you can do in this case. The FBI's involved, the state police.
Why don't we at least hear what Mr. Chedwin has to say? Would you like to sit down?
Good, thank you.
Of course, you'll appreciate that every case is different, but, well, I have to say that I didn't get results until I resorted to, well, indirect channels.
Indirect?
He means going outside the law.
No, Dr. Dixon, I mean making the right contacts, however unsavory they may be.
Is that how you got your son back?
Yes. Well, after so much time with no word of his whereabouts, I stopped worrying about the pedigree of go-betweens and sources.
Started dealing with criminals.
May I remind you that kidnappers are criminals, too?
I don't know if Lisa's told you this or not, but my daughter and son-in-law are in law enforcement. She's a cop and he's the district attorney. Now, the last thing they need is to get involved with criminals.
I thought the most important thing was to try to get Casey back. And I don't care how we accomplish it. I don't think that Margot and Tom care either.
I don't think that we need a stranger meddling in a family crisis.
Don't forget, Lisa has offered a very substantial reward. That surely would have fleshed out anyone who has any knowledge of Casey.
Well, not everyone, Mr. McCloskey. You see, people who may wish to cash in on the reward might feel reluctant to do so if they had to go via the police.
You have a pretty good idea of the working of the criminal mind, huh?
Let's just say I don't bury my head in the sand, Dr. Dixon.
Maybe that's the proof.
We really don't want to be in the way.
Kenny, hi. Hi, guys. And then I will do the regular setup, I think.
How you doing?
Hi.
What? What is it?
I don't like this guy.
You mean Kenny?
No, I mean Martin. The guy's a phony. I think he's got his own personal agenda.
Unlike you.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know, after what you did to Lisa, it's amazing that anybody still considers you a member of this family.
It is because I am a member of this family that I'm telling you this. He's suggesting that we deal with criminals.
Of course it was on purpose, Mike. The guy rammed us and then shoved us off the road.
It was an accident. That's what the cop thought.
No way. Look, the guy was tailgating us all the way. And I remember because I saw him in the mirror when I was checking my makeup.
A lot of people travel from Oakdale to Chicago.
Yeah, but I remember when we stopped at the gas station, he stopped too.
Coincidence?
I don't know. Look, there was something very fishy about this guy, Mike. And for one thing, he ignored me. What? He did! Look, I know because I made a point of smiling at him, and he just turned away.
So?
So that never happens.
Oh, Zoe is not easily ignored.
Look, most guys in that situation would try to hit on me, or at least get a good look. But this guy? Nada. I didn't start putting the pieces together until today. And I got this really creepy feeling, you know? Look, I know I'm right. This guy wasn't just some looky-loo. He was out to get me.
Well, what makes you think? I mean, why would this guy hurt you?
You don't know anything about human nature, do you? We celebrities are targets to the head cases out there. I mean, it's the downside of being famous. You never know what's gonna set some crazy fan off.
Fan. That's what you think hit us in this little bumper tag thing we had. A fan.
Yes, either that or some up-and-coming model who wanted to eliminate me.
Eliminate you as in just...
As in... Look, it's a dog-eat-dog business, my friend.
I don't want to argue with you, Agent Jones, but I think you're wrong. I think the best thing we can do is plaster her picture all over town.
Which would accomplish what?
If we're lucky, she'll turn herself in.
And why would she do that?
Because she will see the posters and realize that we're breathing down her neck, or realize it's only a matter of time until someone else sees it and turns her in.
That's how a normal person would react. But guess what?
Right. Normal people don't abduct children every day.
Exactly.
Look, she's already been out in public with this child. The more people we have looking for her, the better. And Kim Hughes is putting her picture on TV.
I say no pictures.
I say, dust for prints. Check out your scarf. Do whatever. But the next time you come in this office, you better have something more positive for me than we can't do this and we can't do that.
Mr. Hughes, I'm on your side.
We are not the FBI, but we do damn good police work in this town. This is our town. This is our child. Don't push me.
Some people work in an office, but this is where I work. Out here, I can't afford to be slowed down by irregularity. I'm supposed to be the leader. So my doctor suggested Metamucil. Metamucil is the only leading brand with 100% natural fiber, like the fiber in fruits, vegetables, and grains. It gives my body the natural fiber it needs to stay regular. So these days, I'm feeling on top of the world. Or at least up at around 6,000 feet.
Metamucil, the doctor's natural choice for regularity.
I'm Betty. This is Pat. We're the Reynolds Wrap Kitchen's home economists. Welcome to our cookout. We're steaming vegetables, grilling potatoes, garlic bread, and trout that Pat caught fresh this morning. I'm using Reynolds Wrap heavy-duty aluminum foil to make my entire meal. Here's what happens when you don't. Heavy-duty Reynolds Wrap protects foods from scorching, sticking, and falling through the wrap. One more reason Reynolds has it all wrapped up. This looks done.
Ever notice how an old rope can change a quiet pond? Or what a baseball card adds to a bicycle? That's kind of what the taste of ripe berries does to good old-fashioned lemonade. Introducing new lemon berry sippers from Country Time in 3 all-natural flavors. What fireflies do for a lazy summer evening, berries do for lemonade.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Why watch reruns when you can see an all-new special answering the question, where are they now? Mitch Gaylord, how did the Olympic hero reclaim his life after a fall from grace? This young Vietnam survivor is reunited with a man who photographed her after 25 years. Meet the Sound of Music's real-life Von Trapp family and more. All new Where Are They Now, CBS Wednesday.
You're on CBS!
If calling your friends and relatives in Europe cost just 39 cents a minute, who would you call first? What a wonderful problem to have. AT&T announces 39 cents a minute to many European countries all weekend long through December 1st. Call 1-800-272-WORLD to enroll. That's the easy part. The hard part is deciding who to call first. 39 cents a minute to Europe. That's your true choice. AT&T.
Coming up at 5, a health risk that could be right under your family's nose. 2 News reveals how certain window blinds could be poisonous. Then commuter chaos. This sinkhole is causing major problems on the FDR. We'll have details. And you've heard how folic acid helps prevent birth defects. Now find out how it can cut the risk of heart disease. Plus, from the Flintstones to Marilyn Monroe, how you can own a piece of Hollywood history. Also, Ira Joe's cool and dry forecast. Today starting at 5 on 2 News.
Amazing Blue Star ointment stops itching fast. Ringworm, dry cracked feet around the nails and cuticles. Athlete's feet, jock itch, psoriasis. Blue Star ointment, the one that's guaranteed. Ask for it.
Hollywood's hottest paparazzo.
Give us 1 hour.
And we'll give you a day and date to remember.
Today at 4 on Channel 2.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Look, I know you're discouraged, Lily, but tomorrow might be a whole different story.
No, there comes a time when you have to face reality, and I'm not going to find Damien's killer.
Look, just because your detective hasn't found Umberto yet doesn't mean that he won't ever find him.
I appreciate you trying to make me feel better, really, but I think Lucinda was right when she said I should just let the authorities handle it.
But if you don't have any confidence in them, then...
Lily, I think Lily's got the right idea here. I mean, I think you should let it rest for a while, sweetheart. I mean, it's really wearing you out. I'm going to bring these things upstairs. I'll look in on Luke, okay?
Thanks. You know, she's right. I have to start focusing on what's important in my life. Luke.
Is that why you're thinking of dropping this whole search? Because you're afraid of shortchanging Luke?
That's part of it. I've also been thinking about Damien. And I wanted to make this complete for him. I wanted to finish this for him, but I realized this could take years. Meanwhile, the one person that's going to suffer is Luke.
Well, you know what's best.
Right now, I feel like I don't know anything. What would you do in my place?
The truth? I'd never give up.
Hey, Zoe, I know fans can get obsessed, but accidents happen.
No, sis. No. She could be right.
See?
Cop asked me if there was anything unusual about the way we were hit. There was. I remember thinking, this guy's got to be crazy. If he's passing on a turn at that speed, nobody can make that kind of move unless he's a very skilled driver.
See, I knew there was a brain in that gorgeous head.
Whoa, the last thing that I need is you fueling Zoe's paranoia.
Paranoia, my derriere. Look, the only reason that maniac rammed us is because he saw me in the car. I just hope some paparazzi doesn't get wind of this.
Zoe...
Look, all I need now is to see my bruised, puffy face on the front page of some supermarket rag.
Mike? Just relax, Zoe. Everything's gonna be fine.
Well, it better be. Because my face is my fortune and yours.
Look, your bruise will heal. And Richie will land you an even bigger ad campaign. You're gonna bounce back just like you always do.
If I can make it out of this one-horse town alive.
And this is why I hate working with the local law enforcement. They always wind up shooting themselves in the foot.
And this is why I hate when the FBI comes to town.
Look, I'm sorry if I sound unsympathetic. Believe me, I'm not. But I'm also not the enemy here. In fact, you and your wife are the ones who are making it worse on your son.
Who the hell does she think she is?
Who cares what she thinks? I'll put my money on Kim any day. When Kim goes on the airwaves, she'll make everybody understand what we're going through. But this is more than just Casey being deprived of a happy home and loving parents. This woman has made Oakdale a more dangerous place to live. Because of this one act, she's made us more suspicious and insecure about our neighbors.
I think you may have just hit on it.
What?
You should be saying this to the woman who stole our boy.
Believe me, I would if I could, Tom.
Then do it.
What? Do what?
Go on the air in Kim's place.
I can't go on television.
Yes, you can.
Well, I can't.
I want you to do it, honey. You know you can. Do this.
No, I can't. I'm not a public speaker. I wouldn't know what to say.
Say what you just said, honey. Say what's in your heart. What's in your soul. It'll be so much more effective and meaningful if this woman hears it from Casey's mom. Do it. Do it for Casey. All right. Listen, go on back to the house. I'm gonna see if Dr. Young and Barry have made any progress on this composite, and I'll be right over, okay? Do this, honey.
Here's what we came up with.
Oh, that's the best I could do.
A lot more detail.
God, I sure hope it helps. I mean, it was late. I was tired from working a double shift.
Did you remember anything else? Mannerisms, voice pattern?
Not really. She didn't speak with an accent or anything. But there was the question of his name.
Yeah, I remember she called him Casper.
No. Casper was what I called him. You know, it was kind of a joke. But what the woman called him was Jordan.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night. Guardian angels, God will send thee all through the night. Soft the drowsy hours are creeping, hill and vale in slumber sleeping. I, my loving vigil keeping all through the night.
Family gathering? Just mix luscious Philly cream cheese with your favorite salsa for a richer, creamier dip that'll make your party unforgettably Philly. Better make enough for your uncle.
I use my hands to speak to the world, so when I have a wart, I can't hide it. But Dr. Scholl's Clear-Away can. Its medicated discs dissolve warts fast, and this cover-up conceals as it heals. Clear-Away wart remover from Dr. Scholl's.
Hot, fiery. It's heartburn. This is Zantac 75. The medicine in here is so trusted that doctors have prescribed it more over the last 5 years than all other medicines of its kind combined. Just one Zantac 75 helps prevent acid production for up to 12 hours. It's the medicine you've been burning for.
Zantac 75, the final word in acid relief.
There's a movement underway. Behind it, the Vidal Sassoon Academy, the world-famous center for hair care, where experts have discovered the way to top condition, strand by strand. That's why Vidal Sassoon shampoos and conditioners were created, to help smooth and protect each strand of your hair. For professional results like this every day, Vidal Sassoon, professional care for your hair.
Ow, I hurt my knee. Could you scrape it?
Right about now,
Stay right there.
Samantha needs a softer touch. In fact, only the softest bathroom tissue will do.
Stevie, this is not the softest bathroom tissue. This is the softest bathroom tissue.
Charmin Ultra. We make it thick, and it's the softest. Only one Ultra can be the softest. Charmin Ultra, the softest thing next to your skin.
If someone I loved was murdered, I'd use bloodhounds to track down the guilty party. And I'd never rest until they were made to pay for their crimes.
See, that's how I feel.
But then again, there's a big difference between us. I am not a parent, Lily. And I don't have anyone else to think about. You, on the other hand, you have a terrific boy who needs his mother. So all this time that you spend looking for this stranger who killed your husband, you could be spending with your son.
I know that. That's how I feel, too. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, then you have to ask yourself an important question. What matters most? Finding the man who killed your husband, or raising your son?
The main reason I'm doing this is for Luke. So when he grows up, he will know that the man that hurt his father will never hurt anybody else.
I know. It's difficult.
Want some coffee?
Yeah, that would be great. Thanks. Lily, you know, I grew up surrounded by women in black, some old, some young, all mourning for their dead husbands. And it was like when their men died, their lives ended too.
It was very sad.
Yeah. My mother was one of them. When my father died, she put on a black dress, and I don't remember ever seeing her in anything else. To this day, when I think about her, I just remember her in that cold black dress. Never smiling, never enjoying, never living. And the awful part is I felt her sadness. It was like this dark cloud over my head. I would hate to see that happen to Luke. Now, true. And from an old-fashioned family, things aren't like that anymore. Certainly not in this country. And here, life goes on. People get second chances.
Look who's ready for the
Oh, and he wants his mama.
so much.
Little sleepyhead.
Have I been neglecting you? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play with the toys, and we're gonna have lunch with Emma al fresco.
What a good idea. Would you care to join us, Diego?
Thanks. You know what? I have to go, though, so
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you for helping with the groceries.
Oh, my pleasure. And, Lily, I guarantee that you'll get far more pleasure from seeing you smile than hearing the name of some stranger who killed his father.
You know, sweetheart, he has a point.
Yeah, he's right. You know what? I've got to get my priorities in order. And I decided that I'm going to give up on the search for Umberto.
Oh, you pull that shade down? And make sure the feed is ready. Kim, could you hold up the photo, please?
Oh.
My suggestions seem to have upset your friends.
Oh, you mean that one ex-friend of mine? Believe me, I would gladly shake hands with the devil if I thought that would bring Casey back.
And you know that I'd do anything to help you.
Yes, I do. That means so much to me.
Well, you're such a wonderful friend. The only friend I've got here. In fact, the only person I really know in Ogden.
It's not altogether true now, is it?
I beg your pardon?
About not knowing anybody. Who were those people you were having dinner with the other night?
And what people?
I saw you.
I think you must be mistaken. I've dined alone or with Lisa ever since I came to Oakdale.
Johnny, just what are you trying to do?
I saw your friend here the other night having dinner with a bunch of people in the Falcon Club. You know, it's not Hong Kong, Mr. Chittle. It's a very small town. You keep running into the same people over and over and over again. It's hard to keep secrets.
We're live in 30 seconds.
Martin.
Okay. Kim, wait. Listen, Kim, I want to make the plea if I can. Tom thought it would be more impactful if I...
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
It's all right. Calm down.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Calm down.
There's a picture right here.
All right. All right?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello. I wanted to talk to you today about the Oakdale boy who's been missing for the last several days. I'm his mother. Casey. His name is Casey. Hopefully many of you know that Casey and his father were out in Riverfront Park playing catch when his father went off to retrieve a ball, and that's when someone used that opportunity to take our son. And since then, we've done everything we can to try and find him, but we've failed. We do know that Casey was last seen with a woman. It's a woman that has him. And so I want to direct my plea to her. Please, whoever you are, I hope you can hear me. Casey's just 5 years old. And his father and I miss him terribly. Because you see, it's been too many nights without reading him a bedtime story, and too many nights without tucking him in and kissing him goodnight. It's been too many nights without telling him we love him. And it's not that I'm so concerned about what we're going through. It's what Casey's going through. I mean, he's got to be so scared and confused by now. Please, whoever you are, I just have to know that you're taking good care of him. I just have to know that. If you're listening. I mean, we don't understand why you took our son. But if you just bring him back, I'll be forgiven. No questions asked. I just have to know he's safe. Because Casey's my heart. And I'll just never feel whole again until I know that he's home with his family. Casey, honey, if you're listening, Mommy and Daddy love you very much, baby. And we're not going to stop until we find you and we bring you home and you're safe with us again, all right? So this is a picture of Casey. If you have any information about him or about the woman in the park, you call the local police, or you can call this emergency number. Thank you.
What is she?
I hope that woman finds her child.
My name's Jack Holliday. I decided to spend the evening alone. Actually, someone decided for me. I was about to nurse my wounds with smoked ham on dill onion bread and a soft blanket of Miracle Whip, but I was out. Mail. Thought I got rid of this. Annie.
he's offering?
Your timing's perfect. Now I had the kind of sandwich a guy could really fall for. With a third less fat than mayo and that tangy zip, nothing makes a sandwich like Miracle Whip.
Don't.
My family stopped brushing their teeth.
They did.
My mom says not to brush. She does?
Smart families don't just brush, they reach. With the Reach Advanced Design Toothbrush, cleverly angled to clean hard-to-reach places.
My wife says brushing's out.
She does. Why brush when you can reach? Its bi-level bristle system is designed to thoroughly clean your teeth and remove plaque along the gum line.
You don't brush. Nope.
For healthy teeth and gums, don't just brush, reach.
For years, it's been a classic piece of Americana. The outside changed, the inside stayed the same. Until today, introducing the new bucket at KFC. Now you can mix roasted chicken with fried chicken and bring home everybody's favorite pieces of Americana.
I do some of my best work in the summer, so be cool. Put a new box in the fridge. I'll keep summer foods tasting and smelling fresh. And I'll keep ice cream tasting great. Start summer with a new box of Arm & Hammer baking soda in the fridge and one in the freezer.
Girl, you look so good in that red, hot red. You're pretty in pink, so right in white. And you keep them coming back black, but you're nothing to do blue. Just wait till we get our hands on you. Can't wait. I just can't wait. Just wait till we get our hands on you.
Hey, what are you doing to my buddy over there? Huh? Hey, Chief. What's the matter, huh?
Oh, he's having a bad day.
You know what we'll do? We'll get a race car, man, and we'll get rid of this train right here. What do you say?
Oh,
Huh?
sweet. It's all right. He's having a bad day.
Hey,
how you doing? Good.
How's it going?
It's going all right. It's going good.
I know it's going good. I went over the other day and saw the house. It looks wonderful.
Yeah, Mark and I were making some progress.
So you're going to stay and have some lunch? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I will.
Who wants to go help me? Want to go see the duckies?
Go see the duckies.
You want to go help me pick some strawberries? Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Hey.
Let's get at that. We'll see you later, Mommy.
Let's just show him the ducks. He'll be okay.
Yes, we are.
He's having a bad day. Poor guy.
Oh, goodness. I've been there, huh?
Yeah. You want some lemonade?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. You don't seem to be having a bad day.
No, there's a reason for it. I've decided to give up on the search for Umberto.
Come again?
Yeah, well, I've been wasting a lot of time I should be spending with Luke, and I've decided to let the professionals handle it.
Well, before you make up your mind on that, follow me with this, okay? Remember I told you about driving to Chicago last night?
You said you were run off the road.
Yeah, Zoe says we were followed before we got bumped. Says she's pretty sure crash was deliberate.
Who do you think would do that?
Well, Zoe says some crazy fan was after her.
Right.
Yeah, quite a stretch for me. But it got me thinking she could be onto something. It wasn't Zoe they were after. It was me.
Oh, kick myself. I should have gotten the license plate number on that car.
Why?
So I can sue the pants off that creep.
Do you really think that somebody wants you out of the way that bad?
Setting me up for early retirement? I sure do.
Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound?
Your concern is touching.
I am concerned. But people have accidents every day, and they're not all crazed fans or wannabe models. Come down to earth, Zoe.
Where you've got your 2 feet firmly planted, I suppose.
Well, Elle, at least I don't go around suspecting strangers of plotting to bump me off as if I'm some Colombian drug.
Look, Sarah, if you're trying to make me feel foolish, it won't work. I know what I know.
Well, someday, you are gonna learn that the world doesn't revolve around Zoe Crane. And I know that I'm partly responsible for building that notion, but I can see how I've done you a great disservice.
Oh my, she used my full name. Now I know I'm in trouble.
There is nothing wrong with wanting to be successful, but not at the expense of everything else. Glitz and glamour do not replace family and friends.
Is this lecture gonna be followed by a pop quiz?
Okay. I know that I need balance in my life, and you need it too, whether you know it or not. So here's how I see it. Since I am happiest when I'm working, and since you've spun way out since I left, I am willing to come back to manage your career. On one condition.
I'm gonna head back to the hospital, see if there are any new developments there. All right? Now you hang in there. I'll be in touch. Okay.
Honey, now don't you worry. Casey will be home. I know he'll come back.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Kim, was it okay? Was everything okay?
Honey, it was right from the heart. I just hope the right person was listening.
We're going home to check on Chris. Call us if you need us.
You know, I'll be fine. Thanks. I love you both.
Oh, we love you.
I love you all
We love
very
you too,
much.
kid. Mom's gonna stay.
See you later.
Yes, all right. Bye-bye.
I'm so proud of you. If that woman has any heart at all, it's breaking right this minute.
I just want my little boy back, Gran.
I bet you haven't eaten anything today, have you?
I bet I don't care.
Well, whether you care or not, you should eat something. So you sit down, I'll fix something light, and you think positive thoughts.
Hi. I missed the broadcast?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was fine. We just missed everybody else. Grandma's making some soup.
How you doing? Listen, I got the new sketch.
Oh, I heard your voice.
You too? You too? Me
Yeah.
too? I've been racking my brain. I can't come up with it, though.
Tom,
Hi, Grandpa.
we have hot tomato soup, enough for everybody.
Thank you. Dr. Young thinks it's a pretty good likeness. Oh, he remembered one other thing. The woman called Casey Jordan.
What did you say?
Give me some of that smile. Kool-Aid smile. Shine some more over my way. 'Cause then the sunshine begins and the clouds run away.
Now Kool-Aid gives him something new to smile about.
Give me some of that smile.
It's strawberry kiwi flavor, tropical fruity fun, and always with vitamin C.
Give me some of that smile.
Look, they might not say, Mom, what a great meal, but, you know. You just know. I don't know what it is. Everybody just likes this dressing.
Hidden Valley salad dressing. Honest to goodness.
Is he switching cheese?
Yeah, it's a cheese switch.
New, the big nacho cheese. Nacho! Crust to crust nacho flavor so wild, it'll make your head spin.
Dear Robert, it was great talking to you. You know I've had trouble sleeping lately, so I went out, like you said, and got Unisom. I don't like the idea of taking something, but even the pharmacist said Unisom's not habit-forming, so not to worry. Anyway, I wanted to tell you I got a
Wonderful night's sleep. The best in weeks. And I feel lucky to have a son like you. Love, Mom.
Okay, Sarah, Your condition, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm willing to come back to manage your career if I can do it from here.
From Oakdale.
That's my offer.
Sarah, that's no offer. That's blackmail.
No, just think of it as both of us getting what we want. Because I'll be able to do my job from home, which is what I really need right now, and when you need to chill, you'll have a place for some downtime.
Will you come with me on my assignments?
No, because all the important work I have to do, I can do right here.
But that's just not true, Sarah. I'm sorry. There's no way I can possibly agree with you on these arrangements.
Then we have nothing to talk about.
So you think the person in the other car was trying to kill you?
No, but someone wanted to stop me from going to Chicago. Lily, someone didn't want me to get more information on Umberto Malzone, which only makes me believe that you gotta be getting closer. You gotta find out who's putting up these roadblocks, Lily. And I can't just let you give up.
What is it, Graham? May I see that sketch, please? Well, sure. Oh, my God in heaven.
What is it, Grant? Do you recognize her?
I know who has Casey.
In your life, you're walking up to circle the earth 4 times. If you've got corns, you'll feel every painful step. That's why there's Dr. Scholl's Advanced Pain Relief Corn Removers. They stop the pain and remove corns fast. Try Dr. Scholl's Corn Removers with Cushling.
Wendy's delicious 5-piece crispy chicken nuggets are all white meat, and at 99 cents they're a great deal, but let's remember our manners. Thank you.
Now, Wendy's 5-piece chicken nuggets are just 99 cents every day.
I didn't learn everything I know about nutrition in vet school. I got most of my experience firsthand as a breeder. And Pedigree Mealtime provides all 5 building blocks of good nutrition. Protein for strong muscles, carbohydrates for energy, essential oils for a great coat, minerals for strong teeth and bones, vitamins for sharp eyes.
Just look for the Waltham Pyramid on the back of every bag. Developed with the vets at the Waltham Center. Pedigree, recommended by top breeders.
It came out of the blue. Soft Soap Body Wash, a new antibacterial body wash that washes away germs head to toe without drying your skin. New Soft Soap Body Wash has a gentle antibacterial formula plus special moisture beads. Your skin will feel soft, not greasy. It's a gentle way to wash away germs. New Soft Soap Gentle Antibacterial Body Wash. Wash away the germs, not the softness.
It's happened 3 years in a row. A little girl vanished. Her daughter was murdered. Is theirs still alive? 48 Hours, Thursday.
In the diamond eyes of an American night, there's a place I see. It's calling me. Welcome home on an incredible night to a CBS night.
Scarves by Echo Design Group. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
I'm a dad.